cells for mass arrest, bloodshed, stun guns, civil disobedience, and maximum security resettlement facilities for political dissidents.
Get your guns up, time to load up. The revolution has just begun. Get your guns up, time to stock up. There's a victory to be won. When disaster strikes back, you read the riot act, and we aren't having that. Go get your strap and pack. Get your guns up and try and counter that. Wanna see us all react, listen for the warning shot.
Drip, drop, fist fight, vilify, different tribe. Ready, aim, fire, light, another stick of dynamite. Drone spies, genocide, end times, attack lives. Fukushima, ignite, stack up on the iodine. Knock down, blackouts, trying to get us mapped out. Special forces on the front, some are telepathic. Backdoor gadgets, strap us down in shackles. It will never happen, cause I'm collecting MAC 10s.
Get your guns up, time to load up. The revolution has just begun. Get your guns up, time to stock up. There's a victory to be won. When disaster strikes back, you read the riot act, and we aren't having that. Go get your strap and pack. Get your guns up and try and counter that. Wanna see us all react, listen for the warning shot.
Open the doctrine, take a look to the bottom. A product of our times, let's just wake up and get modern. Or will it be infected with the plague of bubonic? About to give your asses all a major colonic. This conscience that makes you haters astonished, with knowledge like a scholar in the spirit of Joplin. Obnoxious, I'm playing games as a soccer. Ironic with the chronicle, I'm a lyrical monster. Cock my revolver, forever solving. And if you gotta comfort with my interest, pin the donkey. Let's stay platonic, cause you do not stick. The diagnostics on the masses are revolving. Agenda 21's on, we're not the right wing. Go try recruiting us all and try to profit. This is my conquering song, check the synopsis. They're philosophically depleted and agnostic. Out of state, army base, TSA, pepper sprays, bioweapons, all used on the beta race. Keep us safe, they're all trade, it was staged. Double agents in our face, television's a disgrace. Scripted by the CIA, more milk, stored food. The price you pay to pour the truth, shoot, shoot, jack food. The Constitution is the root, boom, boom, ground crew. Another trooper flies the group, get your broom, call it truth. Who would film the fool's moon?
Get your guns up, time to load up. The revolution has just begun. Get your guns up, time to stock up. There's a victory to be won. When disaster strikes back, you read the riot act, and we aren't having that. Go get your strap and pack. Get your guns up and try and counter that. Wanna see us all react, listen for the warning shot.
Airborne virus, get yourself a license. Seismic seizures, breathing in the ether. Dengue fever, sending us diseases. Waterboard generals that give us all a reason. Hostile, fugitive, locking up the Nubians. Body bags of dubious, tapping rack do you win. Not fit, toxic, levels up atomic. Suck up on artillery, get prepared to pop it.
Get your guns up, time to load up. The revolution has just begun. Get your guns up, time to stock up. There's a victory to be won. When disaster strikes back, you read the riot act, and we aren't having that. Go get your strap and pack. Get your guns up and try and counter that. Wanna see us all react, listen for the warning shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Doctor of Broadcasting, the legendary Super Sephardine of legend, your humble host, Bruce Montalvo, and this is Damage Control.
Yo, you got it wrong, yo. I'm the hostess with the smoke sticks. Yo, you forgot. It's Ja and Bruce, alright? Ja, and Bruce. You got a menage a trois. You could even go Ja, Bruce, and Ja. Alright, but either way, it's the two of us. So it's not El Gran Sephardim, it's Los Grandos Sephardim.
Es Los Grandos Sefardinos. Está escuchando a Telemundo.
That's Sephardim, with an M.
Thank you, my love. Yes, you have to try to reel your listener in, or else he's just going to go away into George Snorri, Zombieland, and listen to Roy Orbison or some type of crap. I don't know what that man is playing, but it has got to be the most boring show on late night talk radio. George the Freemason Snorri. And that's funny because I actually discovered that he was Saddam Hussein. He's Saddam Hussein. That's a Death Faker episode right there. He's Saddam Hussein. You see the little mustache?
You know, I told you that. You know, I'm the one that actually discovered that.
Oh yeah, I have to say the name, and she discovered it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's right. I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? You said he's not
Well, you
who
went
he
to
is.
Bill
I said you're right. I said he's Saddam Hussein and you pulled him up. You said you're right, and we did a facial analysis.
You went to Bill Cooper Union. You know more about facial analytics than me.
That's right. Full on artist over here in the indie media.
In the indie media, that's right. Not Hindi media, my friend, but indie media. So we're getting tweets left and right. People want to know us and know what we're doing, and this thing over here is just tweeting away. Tweet. Anyway, in the indie media...
Speaking of indie media...
we had, as you know, on the last broadcast, we pretty much did a art critique on the possibility that RT's favorite high heel might possibly be a lesbian. I mean, it was my first art critique, John. You've been showing me a lot of fancy
artwork.
Did
Fabulous.
And orgiastic. I mean, that picture speaks for itself. It got like 300 hits, and then BIN didn't want nothing to do with it anymore.
Well, you
it was
so
too
much,
hot,
so erotic,
for television.
The titties everywhere and the licking and the, it was like completely horn dog. But anyway, there was a response from Abby.
It actually started an uproar in the homosexual community. This guy Fabulous, whatever his name is, he's interviewed Luke Radowski in a bathroom by himself, and he's openly
about homosexuality.
A gay man. They're in
he
the
asked
bathroom
him about
together.
Homosexuality.
Gucciardi wasn't there this time, but or any of his Freemason buddies passing out Freemason literature on how to steal donations from We Are Change truthers. But yeah, this man Fabulous, whatever, who interviewed Abby Martin was there, and he actually interviewed Abby Martin in L.A. or something like that, and she slipped up. She said, "We demand
we the
LBGT
community,
BLT sandwich, whatever."
She said it with the blue moon in her hand, and she said, "We, the LGBT, we demand that we have federal law." Okay, now when I say I have a lot of friends that are gay, and I'm totally support their right to marriage, so I wouldn't say we demand that the LGBT community. I would say I demand that they get their rights. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely put a different...
Say they, yeah, instead of we. She's putting herself right in the mix.
The first person central. It was actually like today.
It's
I think
telling.
She slipped up. Yeah, she slipped. That's who she is, but I have no problem with that, We don't have a problem with her gayness. The only reason why...
Or homosexuals that eat cannolis. I don't have a problem with them.
That's right.
As long as they, with the Blackwater intel, I got a problem with those homosexual cannoli eaters, but keep going.
But my friend Slava Mogutin, he's Russian, and he was right up there in the media, and he's gay. He was right up there screaming to Russia, what jerks you are, what the hell you think you're doing now? I mean, he's a lot more classier than that, but he was really speaking up about the problems of Russia today, and the laws and the bans and the craziness, I mean... Granted, he's a very erotic homosexual artist, he's out there, but still, Abby's in a position to throw the rug underneath Putin. She can make a grandstanding, and what are you gonna do about it? I'm gay, she doesn't even want to stand up.
She was so behind Pussy Riot, or that band that Putin was stomping left and right. I mean, she doesn't even realize that she's a weapon of mass gayness.
Yeah, no, she would be great.
WMG.
She would be a perfect bombshell. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a big bomb just dropped on Russia. And what you got to say about it? I'm smashing the set. I'm breaking the set. Yo, I'm gay as can be.
With her scissor
I'm
collages.
Abby Martin. What? I'm sorry.
With her scissor collages. That's right. I did a full-on breakdown of her artwork, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to find me at all the New York venues critiquing art and throwing stink bombs in their artwork, my friends.
Well, Jerry Saltz was a truck driver before he became one of the biggest art critics today.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
granted, his wife is a serious Roberta Smith, a huge art critic who writes for the New York Times, is highly respected. But still, her husband,
Sounds familiar.
her husband Jerry was a truck driver, and he's a great art critic now. So you never know. You're a wordsmith.
Jerry,
That's all.
he was. You sure he wasn't a race car driver like in that one song? Anyway, no, it's funny. It really is.
But anyway, so you put the information out there. You wrote a great article, and this homosexual kind of advocate, truther kind of dude, YouTuber came at you.
Jeff for Justice. Let's be serious. That was his name, Jeff for Justice.
Okay.
You can find him at Twitter.
No, he was pretty cool. Whatever. He just hit you up. With the nat. I guess he wanted to circumvent, investigate to see what avenues we were particularly.
He didn't drop any names, but he just gave us a tweet, and hey, indie media infighting. I didn't know, I was indie.
Indie media
I was
now.
India. I mean, I don't got a freaking acoustic guitar, and I'm not singing Kumbaya. I don't know what indie he's talking about. You give me a guitar, and I'll play.
Bollywood, my dear.
I would play Arpeggios from Hell, my friend.
But I have a Bollywood show coming out soon.
That is a very, very hot freaking song.
Yes,
I heard that song. That actually helped you record that song.
Yes. Punjabi.
Oh, Punjabi.
Yeah, we tried to buy some
friend.
chicken tikka masala today at Whole Foods, but it was so expensive. Oh my God, they wanted the whole paycheck.
Yeah.
I could cook it myself with
the
turmeric and the curry.
I don't know about that Indian food. It looks, going in, it looks like it's, coming out. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I like spicy food.
Turmeric is very good for your body. It's supposed to take away cancer. It is fantastic for your body and reduces swelling, inflammation, and all types of things. They say you shouldn't. It's a superfood and you should incorporate it in all of your body. We don't. But many Indians in America, they practice pharmacology and they sell Americans medicine, but they do not teach the traditions of our country.
I hear you talking like that, and it's probably the horn dog in me, but I picture you in a burkini.
Oh, yeah. What's up with those burkinis? A burqa and what? They gotta wear.
It's very fashionable. You know what? It would give the Cobra Commander, you titanium turkeys. It would give him a freaking boner, I'll tell you that. He'd probably get a boner seeing all his ISIS troops and, troopettes and burkinis out there.
Gonna do about it, make a big stink. Tell them all the truth, and now Clinton's henchmen loading up and hauling out guns and drugs, killing off a bunch of Browns. Mission finished, dug it from the underground. Stevens dead, bars are blown up in town. What's that, E? Your boy was told to bunker down ex-Marine. I'm sure he's told to shut his mouth, no one knows nothing. Everything is covered, AAA stories and the news is being smothered. The information's critical, shifting analytical. Asphyxiated general portrayals is ridiculous. National security, leave it up to Hillary. Everything's a mystery in the name of liberty. Artillery delivery, slipping into Tripoli. Libya's in victory, but we got all these inquiries. In the hot seat, caught another Nazi. Whoops, look again, it's gangster Obama. Kamikaze, cause another crisis. Drop another bomb in the trade of the poppies. Digging bodies, say goodbye Gaddafi. Check the bloody flag that the crooks masterminded. Why you lying? Arming up Al-Qaeda. Dead Bin Laden and you fucked up Benghazi. What you calling on the feds to trade arms for? Lifting the embargo, switching up the cargo. Who you think beyond that setting off the car bombs? Learn from Molly North that the boys are a war off. Who you think beyond that setting false alarms up? Look another black overthrow a government without a Akbar. Foreign embassies detonating chemistry, blowing up at bases and they blame it on our enemies. Measuring the energy, that's the destiny. Embezzling the weaponry, but Clinton lost the memory. None of it is necessary, steps are all preventative. Faking at our treasury for countries in development. What's the penalty? Death for treachery. Execute the orders and then put them up for questioning. In the hot seat, caught another Nazi. Whoops, look again, it's gangster Obama. Kamikaze, cause another crisis. Drop another bomb in the trade of the poppies. Digging bodies, say goodbye Gaddafi. Check the bloody plot that the crooks masterminded. Why you lying? Arming up Al-Qaeda. Did Bin Laden and you fucked up Benghazi.
So on the real, okay, Ebola is a fucking hoax. Okay, wake up. It really is. I'm sorry to tell you, you know, we toyed it around. We toyed the idea around in our heads. We went to sleep, going to sleep about it, trying to figure out, you know, every avenue of it. But the clues are up and out, and it's a fucking hoax. Okay, and I was the first person to tell you the cure. Okay, which is MMS and colloidal and lots of vitamin C. But forget it. It's a fucking hoax. First of all, whatever the fuck his name is, Thomas Eric Duncan, right?
That's right.
This guy's a fat cat. Paid CIA intel agent. Part of the whole, there was a program that started in the 50s, I think. It was with Obama's mother's father, Barry's father.
Mm-hmm.
Grandfather, I'm sorry, his mother's father was involved with the CIA, okay, and her father was involved with a program with Africa and CIA and Intel, all right, and they had a very thick program, all right, so do not question for a second that there is not a direct connection between Barry Soetoro's connection with Africans' Intel. And he's already been known to give money to organizations like Invisible Children, who's like trying to fund wars in Africa. Actually, it's probably corporations trying to get up in places like Sierra Leone, trying to get their diamonds and stuff. But regardless, okay, they could fund whatever the fuck they want and shut down whatever the hell they want. But the facts are this. There was many clues. Okay, with the newscasters. All of a sudden, like, our high-paid newscasters was going to Liberia. We're scratching our heads, scratching our balls, scratching our asses, going, what the fuck are these newscasters doing in Liberia? First of all, you couldn't pay me enough, okay? And if, God forbid, you had the knife to your neck, you would ask, do you have the remedy, you know? Do you have the experimental cure?
That's what they're giving the soldiers out there. The soldiers they sent from the UK and the 3,500 so soldiers that Barack Obama sent out there, they're all guinea pigs. They're all giving them this Tecumseh vaccine and all these other antibodies or whatever to fight this whatever's out there.
Well, it's nothing.
This Ebola.
It's not Ebola. It's probably nothing but a fucking lab-constructed swine flu or some shit. First of all those pictures, it's staged. We looked at everything. There's if you look at even pictures with the people with the gurneys, and there's the bodies.
Yeah, when the Spanish, the first Spanish Ebola victim was brought to Spain, totally staged.
All of it. There's no bodies on any of those gurneys. They even show like just like the middle part, but there's like space between the mattress, and then you could see the background of
There's a guy saluting. Total military black op.
That was a defense military video.
Black op.
Spanish
black op.
Okay, totally in Spain. And then in America, first of all, why you never saw pictures of that Eric Duncan sick? How come every picture of him is in that lime green chartreuse? All right, that's a red flag right there. Okay, so why didn't you see him in his sick bed? You saw your boy Clive Davis, Clyde Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
The last cheeseburger woke up and said,
"Yo, Clyde Lewis was like screaming. That's another clue to me, okay? Because Clyde was like, "Oh, Ebola! I just get out of the hospital. Ebola!
Oh,
Ebola!"
it showed up in Portland on a plane. One of the planes with this patient. They landed here in Portland.
I can't believe it. It was Portland. It's right here. It's hitting home. He was flipping the fuck out.
Then the next day, he's talking about friggin' orbs in the sky.
Wait, no, he got a phone call. He was like, during a break, he got a phone call, and he come back and said, "Oh, I got somebody just called me." All of a sudden, he seemed a whole lot calmer and twisted and laughing at shit. And then he spent the next two fucking days, total shows about nonsense. Orbs, ghosts, and orbs, and people that see them on the moon and shit. It's like total, like fucking nonsense. Like, go, look over here, look over here. Psh, keeping the mouth quiet like a good Mason, right?
You know, exactly, yeah. Oh, it's uncool to go after the establishment, the power establishment behind it all, the power religion, the occult that is this Freemasonic cabal that runs everything. You know what I think this guy does, seriously, throughout the day on his spare time? He makes these weird freaking mixes while he's dipping his bacon and nacho cheese. You know, that's how I think this fat bastard got, you know, these sick in the first place.
Yo, that Oompa Loompa mix was sick. That Willy Wonka show he did was phenomenal. You know, those mixes were brilliant.
You know, he's not entirely wrong. I mean, there could be these jinn that these crazy freaking mad Arabs are out there conjuring up, like in The Exorcist. There's that film. They show they find an artifact, and it's like what he said, Pazuzu. He's right on the money sometimes, but total disinformation shill. Probably getting his army intel, like your Adam Kokesh's and his freaking buddies.
Yeah, and even on TV they were saying we were watching CNN just to catch up on the Ebola news. And
Ebola hoax news.
Yeah.
You have Anderson Cooper telling stories about Thomas Duncan, that he saved a girl, a pregnant teen, you know, and that's how he contracted Ebola. And you had some type of intel person tell him, "Oh, it's, you know, you got to be careful. You're telling a good story, but there are many ways
to tell a story. Yeah, to tell a story." And then they ended it on that. Okay, you just got it. Once you realize that this is a hoax, you could see everybody is fucking acting. Okay, they got crisis actors reading scripts. We looked at it, analyzed the videos. I suspected it. I was like, no. There's too many red lights, code red. I'm going digging, Godlike Productions or wherever the fuck is coming up. I'm like, it's there. I'm not the first one to come up with it, you know. And somebody else already came up with a lot of details, and they found a lot of stuff about this guy.
That's right, but what's pretty telling is you see these guys go out there to Liberia, and you see they're interviewing these children, the African children there, and they got smiles on their face. Oh, it's white people new. You know, and they're up there, you know.
Everybody was smiling. All the photographs of those people with Ebola, they don't have Ebola.
They have big smiles on their faces.
Not just that, this was like an occasional person lying in the street, like all sprawled out. They gave him a fucking couple of $100, man. You know, let me tell you something. These people, they had pictures of these, few people. Every single picture had a weird skin disease. One person looked like they got mauled by a hyena. The other person looked like they got bit by a poisonous snake. You know, then what the fuck does Ebola look like? There wasn't like hordes. Where are the bodies? You know, they're talking about people throwing up. What about Google satellites? They knew exactly on CNN where Kim Jong-un was. They know who's got Ebola. They know they could take pictures of people throwing up. People would love to see that gore. You know what? We just found out also the mainstream is now admitting that zombie, that guy who like got up after Ebola, was a hoax. So now the mainstream is admitting that was a hoax. So if that's a hoax, fucking Ebola's a hoax. I'm telling you, there's no such thing.
Everything on the news is a hoax. You got Bill Hicks and Michael Savage telling you, "Oh, Ebola, Ebola." They're putting it on shirts.
Yeah, they're selling it. Chartreuse, Ebola.
Give me a break. Give me a break. You know what this is? This is just another way for you to lose your rights as an American in an airport. If you're even on a flight and you sneeze, or you throw up, you get sick or whatever just because of the flight. A lot of people don't like to fly, ladies and gentlemen. They get sick or queasy. What's gonna happen? They're gonna like Ben Stiller on freaking Meet the Parents. They're gonna come in and beat the shit out of them, tase them or something like Adam Sandler. What's gonna happen? What are they gonna do? Detain you?
Yeah, that's
what's gonna happen.
They want to. I heard that they were trying to pass some kind of a law. It's not going to pass, but they were trying to say something like everybody's going to have to take an Ebola vaccine. Yo, in New York, get the fuck out of here, yo. Get your guns up. That's right. You better get that fucking song on iTunes. Get your guns up. It's my new single. That's the first song you heard coming into this whole show today, and I was spitting that Ebola airborne virus shit years ago. It's coming out again with the rest of the album, Damage Control, the whole thing. Keep your titties on fucking lock, shit, it's coming, alright?
Yeah, I mean, you, like you say, you are a prophet. You're like the female Moses.
So either I'm a prophet or they're reading my scripts to fucking ideas. All right, so a prophet is a person who might predict things. A person who spits shit.
What do you call that song? You obviously airborne virus and all these things you say, and they're happening now. So where am I wrong?
Yeah, well, I also did a song called Radioactive a year and a half before Fukushima.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that I'm a prophet. They could just be reading my fucking songs and laughing and shit and coming up with scripts and shit. You don't think so?
Democrats, Republicans, your information's jumbling. The USA is crumbling. Y'all sick back, dumb as shit. The mass invasion, the home invasions. The CPS is coming to snatch your babies. These confiscations, the conversations, they're operating within the zones we trade in. We're in the matrix, now we're totally raided. They infiltrated, finally the devil gave in. If you can't hear me, then pump up the volume. McDonald's, Bin Laden, Osama, Obama. Bring up something real, legalize marijuana. Everything on a bong hit is as blonde as Madonna. Radioactive, intergalactic, counterattacking, the main attraction. Make it happen, matter of factly. Check the package, get some satisfaction. Radioactive, intergalactic, counterattacking, the main attraction. Make it happen, matter of factly. Check the package, get some satisfaction. Obligated in the light, on second thought, turn back and fight. All they do is criticize, watch us more, beat us lies. Halliburton, FEMA cams, opium, contraband, global warming, oil scams. Energy now is on demand, from Tennessee to the Rio Grande. Parachip is their jihad, our food is clone, our air is damn. Mercury poisoning in the plan, they got a sucker bad. Believing all the ads, get up and take stand. Maybe you'll act when they call a draft. Internal cover-ups, they've been paid to stut you shut. Some call it brother love, they should just fuck a duck. Have you all just had enough? How much more do we have to snuff? This place is in the dust, act quick or we might combust. Radioactive, intergalactic, counterattacking, the main attraction. Make it happen, matter of factly. Check the package, get some satisfaction. Radioactive, intergalactic, counterattacking, the main attraction. Make it happen, matter of factly. Check the package, get some satisfaction. It's a brave new world outside, survival, bitch or die. An amazing genocide. They strike us down with lightning rods. They try to play like God, as if it was their job. It's all a false facade. Go plug it in your iPod. Secret societies, they put their eye on me, poach me like ivory, invade my privacy, done fiber optically. That's my property. I'll make a mockery, or if I go on a shopping spree, my life is gold imported. I'm not a supporter, they think they are immortal. Stay up at my little fortress, get the fluoride out my water. Drink enough, it will destroy us, the facts have been recorded. Wake up folks, the new world order. Radioactive, intergalactic, counterattacking, the main attraction. Make it happen, matter of factly. Check the package, get some satisfaction. Radioactive, intergalactic, counterattacking, the main attraction. Make it happen, matter of factly. Check the package, get some satisfaction. Radioactive.
So on the real, my suspect led to this video, which gave me more information that Thomas really is a CIA. Okay, so I was mentioning that, but on the real, he did work with so many government organizations, and he's called by Eric Duncan, and you can only find him through the international LinkedIn. And he's involved with banks over banks over banks. He does American work, and also in Africa, in several countries like Botswana. He was also the director of management and operations overseas at Peace Corps. He was also the director of management and operations overseas at Peace Corps, district AIDS coordinator at Peace Corps. And let me tell you something, that drug, that Z-Map, whatever the fuck, that zombie pack drug, that is also something similar to like the AIDS vaccine or some shit, or the Ebola vaccine, which by the way was like patented like 10 years ago by was it like Bayer or some shit, like some other company, like Nazi company,
by the government, actually,
by the government
in 2010. And I even have the patent number right here if you want to look it up.
Yeah.
CA2741523A1. It's as clear as day that this is a psychological operation, a black op, and the people that are in the know this. Your Alex Joneses, aka Bill Hickses, and Michael Savage Wiener, whatever the hell his name is.
They're selling fear.
They're all selling fear. They are no different than CIANNN.
They're no different. They're just playing off it. And, you forgot Alex. Your boy Paul Joseph Watson. We call us and conspiracy theorists. We're all crazy. We're conspiracy theorists now. Anybody that wants to piece some pieces together, like the Sandy Hook people, we're conspiracy theorists. What the fuck we gonna do about that? Yeah, it means we fucking could put 2 and 2 is fucking 4, Alex, okay? And you know very well that your fucking Masonic fucking friends and shit, shilling and shit, it's just a secret handshake, huh? What is that? What is that, Michael? I don't know what the fuck it is, but you all chilling really good for the drug companies, and in between fucking sips of your Kettle One and shit, he's fucking he's trying to sell his fucking vitamins and stuff, some powder shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. Cause did he tell us the fucking cure? Did Alex Jones tell us the cure for Ebola, screaming at the top of his lungs? No, he won't tell us colloidal silver because he don't sell the colloidal silver no more. You know what? I want to tell you where you guys can buy colloidal silver at the cheapest. Go to Etsy. That's ETSY, and look it up. Colloidal silver. You will find a few people. They're actually making them for under $100. And they fucking work. And you don't have to spend $600 on a colloidal silver machine. If you're handy dandy and shit, you might be able to electronically create one yourself. But it's cheap enough, because otherwise you got to buy a bottle for like $33 Masonic dollars.
Wasn't Alex hustling colloidal silver machines for like $800 or something?
Yeah, like $800 a couple of years ago. I was like, whoa, you got to be rich and shit for this.
Another good place to go for your colloidal silver, ladies and gentlemen, is puristcolloids.com. They followed me on Twitter. I was pushing colloidal silver too for a while.
Okay, but colloidal silver, you still have to buy every fucking bottle, and if you're like struggling and shit
right.
like us, then it's not really conducive to an everyday lifestyle.
Oh yeah, you go to any type of supplement vitamin place, and the bottle's like $45, $35 plus tax. It's
and the nano silver. But if you continuously use silver, like, you should invest in a $15 sterling silver fork and a $15 sterling silver spoon and a knife, and use that. And
why do you think those freaking royals ate with silverware, ladies and gentlemen? Because they know it keeps away the vampiric diseases such as
bacteria and
Ebola.
viruses. Yeah, it gets rid of viruses, All kinds of viruses, just generally, and bacteria. Oh, of colloidal silver is great if you have any acne, anything, a little pimple. Just put that shit right on the top of your skin, and it will clear up like 2 or 3 times, or even one time. Sometimes it depends. Yeah, just use that stuff like it's water, not like gold. Gold is
Right.
like when you pay $33 a gram or some shit. No, it's like $50 a gram.
No, you got it. But going back to just the fakeness of this Ebola, I mean, I thought it was fishy when you had Israel coming out, some Israeli news source saying, "Oh, he's dead already," and then 3 days later they jump on and say he's dead. So right there, I was like, "Wait a minute, what's going on?"
Everybody, yeah, it's like an echo. Everybody's got a different confusion.
They don't
can't
know.
get this story fucking straight.
They don't know when the green light's on.
Israel's
they're all red team go, red team go.
Israel's reading it backwards. That's what it is, because Hebrew's written backwards. They got to read backwards, so they probably got two mixed up.
This is just turning out. This is just turning out to be such a mind frig. Really a mind fuck. Okay, to say it. I mean, it's turning out to be like Hollywood. Like World War Z. Exactly following the plot lines of that movie. Now they're gonna come out with something that's much worse than the suspected virus. I bet you the vaccine, like we covered, probably is the virus.
Yeah, no, that's another. Well, it's not. It's never going to be Ebola. They're going to do some kind of a lab-created, simulated, weird thing, and they did mention that on CNN. Also, they said, "Oh, we don't know what it is with somebody else." There was like another guy, like the sheriff, right? The sheriff.
That's right.
And then they said, "Oh, we don't always know what it is. It could always. We think it might seem that way, like Ebola, but then it changes and they were talking about all the
got many symptoms, so everybody's going to be running around with their hands in the air if they fart or if they got a stomach ache. I got Ebola.
They're going to have like buckets and shit, and everybody's going to be vomiting.
But that's the beauty of it for these oligarchical psychopaths.
If I want to see the bodies, I want to see piles of Ebola victims. I want to see people barfing and sick, not just like a person who got a snake bite or a fucking hyena bite. All right.
I want to see them puking like in that Team America movie where he's puking because like his life is spinning out of control, and he's just like. Bleh. Remember we were eating and like you couldn't stop. You couldn't eat until that scene was over, and it took you like a minute.
Team America. Oh my god. Yo.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Team America and Clockwork, we were just talking about Kim Jong-un.
That's right.
And he disappeared, yo. He ate too much Swiss cheese.
That's right. Maybe somebody put some holes in him.
Well, he was killing off his uncles.
Machine gunning.
Yeah, he was just like, "You're treasonous. Down!" Brr. And meanwhile, this nigga's got like 1 million of these old fucktards around him and shit. You gotta see these videos of like just recent. Just look at the last pictures of Kim Jong-un in public, and he's there with his old farts around him, hating on this little nigga, right? And because they know that scumbag and shit be probably raping on his fucking sister, right? But he killed the rest of his fucking, killed the rest of his family and shit. But I'm telling you, this nigga went to school. That's what happened. His little sister is now in charge.
Okay? Oh, Ren Ishii from Kill Bill. No, but go on.
No. Her name is Kim Yo.
That's right. Kim
Yo.
Like, yo, what's up? Kim Yo Jong. Yeah, no, but I was saying, hey, she probably served up Kim Jong-un's head on a platter like that movie Kill Bill. Like, oh, Ren Ishii, she's taking over.
But that was her brother.
What was it that you say? Imitated her earlier. What did she say?
He raped me. He fucked me. He tried to fuck me. I go kill him. Fuck him. I take control, man. He tried to get in my pants. He should go to Japan. Get one of those Hollywood girls. Get newscaster. Go rape them while he go fuck me. He think he can fuck everybody.
That's right. And, she's getting freaking CIA briefings. She's getting intel briefings. She is the big
Kahuna.
freaking
Kim Yo.
sushi in the Asian power structure
She's
right
like
now.
25 or some shit. She's like, her name's Kim Yo. Yo, Kim. Yo, little Kim, man. Yo, check this out, bitch. Yo, there's a girl, her name is Kim Yo. Little Kim, man, and she fucking bigger than you, alright? Because she got more power than you and me, bitch. Okay? So you got Lil Kim Yo over there in fucking North Korea.
You know what this is, really? It's a transfer of power. Let's be serious. It's a transfer of power. The CIA's been watching this fat Ronery bastard walk around with his gout. Okay? Or who knows? They probably slipped him some bad Limburger. Who knows? But what it is, it's a transfer of power. It's a coup d'etat happening right in front of the people's eyes. You got the freaking news media going out there and saying that she's getting CIA intel. They know where he is.
They said if it's a coup d'etat, and if the CNN said, and if it's a coup d'etat, there's not a lot of activity going on. Excuse me, how do they know what the fuck's going on over there? How much fucking intel they got? Okay, I looked that shit up. Okay, there's a guy named Madden, and he said that it looks like she's in power right now. She fucking killed her own brother. She was right up there. Uncles killed her. Uncles, the older guys, they were like, fuck this fat piece of shit. This fucking Geneva Swiss cheese eating. They slipped him the fucking poison in the fucking cheese. They gave him a Swiss. They go, here's some melted cheese. Just like that lady who killed her son.
They gave him some quesadillas.
They just opened up the Xanax. They opened up the Ambien.
Oh my God.
They fucking mixed the shit up. And they put him in a torture chamber. And then they fucking fed him like balls and shit, They fried balls, like ox balls, or some maybe human balls. This nigga, maybe eyeballs, some kind of balls. So maybe they stuffed it up his nose and in his mouth. But they did something to torture this faggot because that faggot was killing everybody in his own fucking family.
And remember, we made the link that what's going on with this Boko Haram group. I mean, they're linked to North Korea. They're friendly with North Korea. And Kim Jong-un's father was suspected of freaking drinking human blood and kidnapping Japanese actresses, like we said. I mean, how do we not know how far the apple fell from the tree? I mean, if the son's doing that himself.
Oh, yeah, he looked like he was enjoying his life. And who knows what kind of psychosis he was developed,
No, he was going insane. He said he was going to freaking nuke L.A., D.C., and Austin, Texas. I mean, you know what? That's, of course, bullshit. But, I mean, this guy makes statements like that. You know they're going to have the CIA up his ass. That's what it is.
Do you think Dennis Rodman fucked his asshole up? You think he got him to pay? I
think Dennis Rodman was an agent in place for the CIA. And Dennis Rodman, instead of being a rebounder for the Lakers or the Detroit Pistons and kissing Bill Laimbeer, he's now working with the CIA queers.
The Film Actors Guild, the FAG.
That's right. He's working with Alec Baldwin. That's
right. And his sister killed him. He tried to touch me too many times. He could get anybody, but he tried to fuck me. I fuck him. Yo, he think I'm little sister. Yo, they went to school together in Switzerland. Yo, I'm sure this fucking fat piece of shit was trying to do his little sister.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, because he's sick. He's like a power hungry. Look at him. He's like a roly poly Humpty Dumpty.
You know what? But I think he handled North Korea if he's still alive, or if he's dead. Who knows? For now, we'll find out eventually.
Nah, he's dead. I got the intel.
Well, she doesn't get that type of intel, so all you trolls can fuck off. Okay, it's her ESP, ladies and gentlemen. But no, but seriously, I mean, he was handling North Korea like a Mexican mafia baby gangster whose OG brother lands in Corcoran. And now he's got control of freaking Florence Street, and he's running around. And you know how all those military North Korean industrial complex military buffs looked at him. They were like, am I going to take orders from this little fat gout Swiss cheese eating bastard?
China didn't want that. I mean, they're a peaceful country all in all,
China never goes to war. China's last resort is war. I've been told by by people who are in Hong Kong,
Don't
close
have
friends
one.
of mine.
What was the
That
last
is the
one?
last resort. All they're doing is buying up real estate like crazy. That's what they're doing in California, and they're very smart. They're economic terrorists.
You know what? Speaking of that whole situation with the Bundy and the gold and the buying up and everything like that.
Oh, and the Koch brothers and the 13 Illuminati families, Astor, Bundy. Yes, I know about that.
Right. Well, I just had an incident on eBay, and there was a woman, and she sold me fake silver. So I said to her, I said, "Excuse me, but ma'am, you're selling me fake silver." And she started getting so pissed off, and and I was like, well, it's fake. You selling about 50 lots of these, and I tested it because I have to test everything. I mean,
that's right.
And the first thing I said to her, because she kept selling it, it was obvious she was selling it to ignorant Americans. I said, it's people like you that's messing up the silver and gold market. That's why the Chinese are smart enough. They're buying it. But this lady was trying to say it's stamped 95. Doesn't mean she admitted she tested it. Okay, and then when I called her on it, even eBay said she was way too on the defensive, right? And they said, that's an illegal policy. They're not allowed to sell it, even if, she should have been more graceful about it.
Right.
And then as soon as she got upset, then what the fuck she do? She started cursing us out, right? Saying like, Jesus. In the name of Jesus, I'm going to curse your business 10 times fold over. I said, lady.
And Satan's going to come down from the heavens and curse your eBay business.
Yeah, she was coming hard. And she's like, you don't know me? If God wanted me, if Jesus wanted me to do this, you got one of his children. You don't know who you're talking to. He done a favor for me. I
said, don't ask. No questions. Just pay the money.
She kept cursing. I said, all I did was tell you that you're a little bit off the money here with your lies.
She was off her freaking nut, that woman.
Out of her mind.
We got into these crazy women. This woman from eBay is helping the Chinese become the biggest economy now. Like it was mentioned in the news, China has now surpassed the United States. And speaking of United States, you go to the United States Postal Office, and even there, they go postal on you and throw your packages on the floor. Remember that other freaking woman? 2 days in a row, we had occurrences with these dreadlocked women.
Dreadlock woman, yo, watch out. It looked like God came to me and said, yo, shut these girls out.
You know what it looked like to me? That woman looked just like that fake Ebola zombie.
Which one? The dreadlock?
The one at the post office.
Oh my God.
Looked just like that Ebola zombie.
Let's get this straight, first of all. This is not a racial thing at all. I have been in that post office, and I saw this crazy fucking lady get into it with mad people before. So I knew what I was getting into when we walked up to this fucking...
First time I ever went in that post office. We didn't get her, but there was this other black woman, this big woman, like her name would have been Big Bertha or something. She's over there, you go to hell and you dead. Yeah.
Then she was like, I own you. I pay your bills. People are confused. See, people think that the USPS is a government organization. It's not. It's not. It's a private organization. But still, they're supposed to run it with, according to governmental regiment, and it's very, very regulated by the government, but it's not owned by the government. Okay, so but people always have that like misconception. She's screaming, "I own you! You have to do it," and the lady's like, "No, I don't." And this woman is like demonically possessed because another time I saw her getting snippy with a woman. Now we walked up just like I was like waiting online just for nothing. Everything was already packed. It's like, yo, scan this. She looked at me like I spoke to her in Greek and shit. I was like, no, scan it. She goes, yes. And she took it and she threw it in the bin. I said, excuse me. I said, could you scan that for me, please, and give me a printout? She goes, no, you're supposed to give me a form. I'm looking at her like we always went to the other post office, gave her eBay stuff. What do you mean? What form? I was like looking at her like, form. What form? I'm just giving you printouts, right up. Just print the form, eat one at a time. And she's like, keep the line moving. Meanwhile, there was nobody online, okay? And we already did her job for her. It was like 30 seconds. And she didn't want to scan it for me. And I was offended because I wanted to make sure my packages were like scanned and gone through, and make sure that, they were accounted for. I walk away with the receipt. I was a point of fucking waiting online in the first place. So I walked the fuck away. So she gave me an attitude. I walked the fuck away. I was like, you know what? It's bothering me. So I went back. I said, excuse me. I walked over to the first guy that was like behind he looked like he had intelligence, and I said, excuse me, could you know whether as a manager? He's like, I am the supervisor. So he comes out, he goes, can I help you? I says, yes, the lady in window 3, she didn't want to scan my packages, and she got very nasty, and she refused, and she put it into the bin. He said, excuse me. He's like, stay right there. I want you to write a report if that's okay. I will attend to this right away.
Yeah, she was probably chewing his ass out in the back already.
No, this supervisor was looking to fry her. He was like, that is the icing on the cake.
ISIS on the cake.
Yeah. He could not wait to fire this fucking lady. He was like, no, please. He's like, and I was like, I seen her mess up before. He's like, yeah, this is normal. Nobody wants to write a report. And everybody has a problem, but they run away because they don't want to put their name. Please, I wrote a report, like, what the fuck? I mean, this lady's a nut job. I'm not even there that much. Every time we're there, we see her flip on somebody. People are sick of shit. People don't want to stand up for nothing. So what happens is that people get abused by crazy lunatics who shouldn't be involved with people all day, conversing and handling interpersonal communication skills.
Absolutely not. And you even have to be more worried about your everyday postman nowadays, because they got guns. Federal government's giving them guns. The post office guns. They put out an article on Before It's News a while back. They got guns. So you piss them off, they'll go postal on your ass, literally.
So, like, what happened after we, like, I wrote that report, right? I gave it to the guy's, like, begging me. He was, like, so happy. I was giving him, gold and shit, He was like, you don't know how many times I try to bring it to the higher-ups, but I can't do anything because it's always just reports and nobody really gives a full complaint. As soon as she saw my face, she picked my packages up and fucking threw them up in front of everybody, man. That bitch fucking went berserk. Fucking quirk. Yo, it was fucking hysterical. She blew it for herself.
Right. No, it
really went
crazy.
postal.
No,
dreads and all.
2 crazy dreadlock women in one day.
I love the one screaming about Satan though. And she wrote me like 10 messages. Like each one was like 3 paragraphs long, screaming about Satan and cursing and Jesus. I says, excuse me, but if you were really loving Jesus, you wouldn't be cursing me. You are a witch. Please leave me alone. And
it was so funny too, because on her line or whatever, she was selling a prior disc that the word nigga on it.
Nigga bicentennial.
Nigga bicentennial. Ah.
She had all the Jacksons collection. Jermaine.
So we got a feel for her personality, pretty much. You're reading her letter and you're hearing her voice.
She had like 23 people that like bought them and didn't complain, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't a problem with the sterling plated, because most people are trustworthy. That's the problem. Most people are looking for the other person's reviews. Nobody wants to take the responsibility to test to see if it really is sterling. So I have testers, I have kits. Shit went like dripped off every single time, and I put it next to real sterling, kept not showing up. And I said to her, just give it to me, and I won't call your item a fraudulent, because I really feel it gets important when somebody's like out and out selling many, many, many things to the public, and they knowingly know it's silver plated.
Exactly, and that is how China has become the biggest economic superpower in the world, because Americans are just so damn stupid nowadays that they'll buy fake shit, and not even think twice to check what they're buying. Oh, is this real silver? Is this real sterling? Is this gold?
And when we were in the store the other day, in the Chinese store, the dollar store, what happened? So we're online, right? And this kid goes, like, he's all too happy, right? And he's like a little thug kid. He's like, oh, excuse me, I'm not online. And he smiles real big and nervous. And he backs off. And then the kid in front of us, he's buying something. and the Chinese family is looking at this bill up to the light, and
it's not real. It's not real. You don't get ramen red.
It's no real. It's no real. Sorry, can't take this. No real. No real. You can't use this here. Sorry. Ha ha ha.
They're not stupid people. They're freaking brilliant. You know, I mean, the Chinese are quietly buying up the gold, and they are now the biggest economic superpower on the planet. They have surpassed the United States, which is, I think that's scarier than Ebola.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, Chinese are fine. You know, I don't have any problem with the Chinese. They do very good in, good business, I don't have any problem with them. I just have a
problem with them being a socialist freaking country.
That's their country. That's not you have to worry about your own country.
Well, exactly. I am worried about my own country. I'm just saying I don't like socialist countries because they would pose a direct threat to my country eventually. You know, I mean, yeah, you could say they are our ally, our natural ally, because we're buying goods back and forth. But I mean, it's clear what they're doing. They
Americans
own 75.
Children.
They own 75% of the LA skyline. They have their ships parked at the docks in Long Beach. Okay, people like Alex Jones have exposed this. They could potentially be a military threat if they decided to. So you got to keep an eye on them, just like the CIA has kept an eye on North Korea, and they're enacting that transfer of power over there.
Okay, but when we walked past the Federal Reserve, what was right next to the Federal Reserve? Well, right,
Chinese bank.
The Bank of Singapore, like it was basically built into the building.
It was, wow. I couldn't believe that either.
Yeah, so I mean, they work in tandem. Don't fake the funk. Everybody knows what the hell's going on. Nobody's. I'm not scared of China. Okay, first of all, China's China. And they got their own thing going on. They got their own art. They got their own language. They got their own food. You know, I ain't eating that fucking food all the time. You know what I'm saying? They got some weird food and shit. I love Chinese food, but like
especially New York, you got some good Chinese food here. I gotta watch out, or else I'll get as fat as Bill Hicks.
You want to start talking about the kanji, all that nasty food that fucking the Chinese eat? Nah, but serious Chinese people. They're not so. They're cool. I mean, people are Americans. You know what it is? It's just like people are stupid. You go, oh, let's not buy anything made in China. The problem is that the Chinese do make great stuff, but you all buying it through the fucking Walmart families. You know, why don't you just buy direct from the fucking Chinese, whatever you need? You know what I'm saying? Not like buy asbestos, lead, cheap shit, but like you go and you get like whatever the fuck you need. Like, get your gold back from them. Go buy your real gold and silver and jade and whatever the fuck back from the Chinese.
And steel. I mean, that's one of the building blocks for society. And the Chinese are right there. That's why what's going on in Africa is so crucial. Because you see, it's potentially a silent war between the Chinese and the United States for natural resources. I mean, and steel is one of them. You know, they are fighting, you know, hand in hand, okay, out there. I just am fearful of the Chinese. Like you said, they are right there they're embedded into the Federal Reserve. So I mean, they can pull out with the Russians. You see them creating this new bank, the BRICS.
We're all working together. They're all strengthening. Nobody wants to see anybody go down. You know, they just want to control everybody with fear. You know, like that movie Fahrenheit 451. That whole scene that I saw with the Spanish military defense with their fake bodies that they were pushing on the gurneys with no with what is it? The IVs weren't even into the arms, and they weren't even any arms. There weren't even any feet. It was so crazy. But it was just beautifully filmed. If you've ever seen the Fahrenheit 451.
Ray Bradbury.
The movie that's like a European, I think it's Italian or German. It's a European movie with subtitles 20 million years ago. But it was filmed almost identical. And with all these people in suits and the really slow pans.
Theater. Drama 101.
Totally
and drama. You know this is a hoax when you see 33-degree race pimp Jesse Jackson walking around, toting around, laughing it up.
Smiling!
And guess what? Ebola's racist now. Ebola discriminates. They only killed the whites, but they killed Thomas Duncan because he's black. So that's the new rhetoric now. Now Ebola is racist. Ebola does discriminate.
President Ebola is racist too. You can't say that anymore.
You can't say Ebola because that's racist. Yeah, racist. Stop being racist.
Yo, the reason why this whole fucking thing is out of control is because the truth is they're ending up screaming for closing the borders and by enhanced screenings. Okay, at the same time,
you know the truthers do have some type of legitimacy because they have their Rex 84 operatives, military psyops, intel that know. And I'm talking to you. They know where those border crossings were going to happen, what detention centers, FEMA camps, Rex 84 camps they were going to be at. They know. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be damned if that enterovirus 68 is not some type of polio on steroids. And they gave it to them at those detention centers, those immigrant detention centers.
I thought it was like a Honduran, like a swine flu. I think it's a swine flu. They're developing all kinds of bizarro flus. It's easy to do that. They mutated a little bit. But yeah, it's possible. I don't know what the fuck, but all they want to do...
Well, they said it has symptoms similar to polio. They've had doctors come out, say that you can check out the article at montalvoreport.com where I cover it, Rex 84 children and enterovirus 68 exposed. That right there is frightening because...
Oh yeah, they said a kid was paralyzed already. That's right, they're exhibiting...
Thousands died in the 70s in Latin America. This Honduran flu, okay, it's coming straight from the people who are eating the pupusas.
There's probably two things going on. They probably are both. They probably did an updated polio thing. They love to confuse the issues. They probably are...
Oh, but our children are at risk. The government is attacking our psyches and attacking our families directly. They're going after our children, ladies and gentlemen.
See, that's the real sickness that's going around, not the Ebola. Okay, it is those two viruses, that are potentially going on.
Who's ISIS? ISIS is Lilith. What's Lilith? What do these elites give Lilith? Child sacrifices. Get it in your heads. It's all Illuminati symbolism. And the people at the top of the alternative media chain, they're all shaking hands the same way.
How the fuck could they go to fucking Liberia? Those fucking newscasters, all of them, fucking going around like it's nothing.
Nancy freaking Snyderman is the biggest idiot in the history of NBC.
First of all, you couldn't pay me enough to risk my life to go there if I didn't fucking think that if it wasn't happening. So she's MI6 fucking CIA. They already said it's a fucking hoax. So she went there fucking smiling, shocking everybody, putting every American at risk, potentially, even in the minds. And everybody and all of you people are responsible for not saying shit about the fucking media, allowing their own people to be put at risk, to bring them back into this country. So they are fucking liable. And I don't care if Ebola is a hoax. They're still fucking liable. Okay? Because they are freaking everybody out and nobody is holding them accountable for allowing their newscasters for going into other countries and fucking dragging communicable diseases. And no way are they getting their fucking experimental vaccines because that shit takes 10 years and they've had that shit planned and the whole thing is a fucking hoax and there's no way that just the two white people or whatever or there was a black African with a crazy name also. He was the cameraman. Oh, he's supposedly doing okay now.
He's not African. He's white.
Oh, but he has an African name.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
It's just all a big mind fuck.
Uh-huh.
Right?
And how come Thomas Duncan doesn't have an African name? But his mother's name was like Noah Gate.
P. Diddy should be out there in Liberia because that's exactly what it is. It's a mind fuck. You got to mind fuck him. That's what the government's
And Tupac is alive, okay?
The government's mind fuck.
And Tupac is alive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you should go to etsy.com/shop/antique obsessions, right? Or check out etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture. Okay, that's CONCEPTUALSUBCULTURE. Okay, that's conceptual subculture. All right, you should look that up. And you come by, check out our stuff, check out some artwork, bracelets, little earrings, you have the dopest shit, statement shit, people love our shit. We got, a lot of people just interested, and we make lovely things. So, you should just come by and check it and drop a few bucks, and you walk away with something, and that's it. Real deal, straight up.
Well, wrapping it up, ladies and gentlemen, Ebola's a hoax. Okay, if you want to protect yourself and be healthy,
shut the TV off!
Shut the TV off, because it's a big stupefying machine. Go out, buy your colloidal silver before the government bans it.
Don't buy the colloidal silver. Go to Etsy and buy colloidal silver generated from one of those people that make it. There's a few people that make it.
Okay, do that.
Yeah. Support local people that are, being healthy and creating things like us. You should go to our Etsy. We have an Etsy. Go type in conceptual subculture or antique obsessions.
That's right.
Yeah.
Handmade, one-of-a-kind stuff that you'd see in places like the Whitney, because it's true works of art from a true artist, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I got like mad cool Art Nouveau bracelets, and we have like brutalist,
because I'm a brute.
Kind of road warrior, Mad Max, kind of Burning Man looking stuff, like really distressed looking shit, copper, mixed metals. So yeah, you should check our stuff out, support, I got cheap stuff there now too for all you poor people, like $8, so you get some earrings, like mixed metals, even with sterling in it, real fucking sterling, this bitch tested. So anyway, keep tight. Bruce and I will be back, hopefully a little bit more sooner. But this is fucking the truth. Straight up. No bullshit. If you got this far, then you're in the right place.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You've been listening to Damage Control.
Peace. This one goes out to todos mis amigos, todos mis gentes, todo mundo. Ay! I'm making this song so catchy when you hear you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking shorty. I'm just adoring your reporting this historic moment with disobeying orders. Break the door down. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking shorty. I'm just adoring your reporting this historic moment with disobeying orders. Break the door down. J to the A to the H, double that. This is what you're getting when I'm cracking on a track. Break out the mariachi band, no need to hold back. I wasn't taking any naps, planning my attack. I'm bringing the vocals with the outspoken boca, missing karaoke, doing it global, working the mojo, so he's a no my hosto, delicioso, vera que toca. I keep incognito with my alter ego when I see los amigos. I'm in Puerto Rico, ese sí necesito para ti papecitos. As far as the East goes, de mi cuchifritos. When I'm doing the tango, juice like a mango, I screw up my angles and get all entangled and strangled by gringo. I'm sure to get bankrolled, if not a cranky angry Yankee walks the plank. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking shorty. I'm just adoring your reporting this historic moment with disobeying orders. Break the door down. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking shorty. I'm just adoring your reporting this historic moment with disobeying orders. Break the door down. Dance, wig your ass, take off your do-rag. Let your hair flash, you be looking mad bad. Two-step the booty sandwich up a keeping cutie. Move it, baby, got no goodies. Maybe you're a newbie student. Caliente, como la pimienta. Mira la chuleta en chancletas, bailando incorrecta. Go ahead and nigga, you know I do it better. A sip of presidential just for breaking up the tension. Shake on the maracas, play up the cabazas, pop it to bachata. Oye, siento los tambales like a paso a paso. Nos vamos a mi casa, you got me tripping so hard you can call me ayahuasca. Watch me dance en Shakira, so la berequera. No we vengo con las chicas, yo no soy arapera. Como uma cachoeira, y for vera chalera. I'll be on my simply better, and I'll be right there. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking shorty. I'm just adoring your reporting this historic moment with disobeying orders. Break the door down. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking shorty. I'm just adoring your reporting this historic moment with disobeying orders. Break the door down. Hey, bizcocho, mi tienes loca. I'm drinking rum and Coca-Cola to get me nice and open. I get them jokes, kid. Tengo cojones. Traje la en que un poco no me da majones. Dirty tricks,
Wine them hips, stuff your tits and skittles and then post it up on Twitter. Maybe you get picked, stripping when you spit. Sold it up on eBay to the highest paid bid. I roast like Costello, can host it like J-Lo. Y rompe el suelo and break a stiletto. I've never been a sellout, I wrote this by myself. The ultimate rebella, yella as my Bella. Run your fingers up my spine, bite me, grab me from behind. Tell me that you wanna do it to me one more time. Approximate domo copy, isuke o my door. Imagine we're in Bora Bora, running from the New World Order. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear, you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking, shorty. I'm just adoring, you're applauding this historic moment. We're disobeying orders, break the door down. I'm making this song so catchy when you hear, you can't ignore it. You're shaking the floor so much the boards are breaking, shorty. I'm just adoring, you're applauding this historic moment. We're disobeying orders, break the door down.